Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night, which only means one thing. It is IRC Elite League. And we are already a quarter of the way through the season. Yeah, round 6 already, and it's the big one. It's the one, it's the lottery. It's the Monaco lottery. The crown and the jewel. The Monaco Grand Prix. Secretly, well, they all hate it. They say they all hate this race, but secretly, they're looking forward to it. It's a lottery. Don't buy all this, oh, I hate Monaco, never go around Monaco, blah, blah, blah. That's a lie. As a driver, I can't wait for this. Anyone can win this race. It's about survival, staying up the barriers, and you can get safety cars, weather, and you can get a great result. This is going to be a fantastic session. Take my word for it. At the moment, it's just me on my own. No Matt or Sean, unfortunately, at the moment. So, this could be a long night. I'm going to try all I can to keep on top of all the action. It's going to be tough tonight, but I'm relying heavily on the map. And I'm wondering how many cars are going to go out early. I think a lot of cars are going to take it easy and see how many drop out of qualifying early. Full grid, all 20 drivers are in, which just adds to the absolute chaos. And nobody choosing to go out yet. Oh, we have a Williams heading out now. Let's see, who is it then? Out the pits they come. It's Blaz. It's the Slovenian Blaz, who's quietly confident round here, saying just before in the chat that he fancies it round here. He fancies it round here. So I'm just going to try and send these. I'm just going to try and post the link out everywhere. But yeah, now the cars are starting to come out. Blaz is out there. Looks like a Red Bull heading out. That is Thomas. And look, there goes the Alpha Mercedes Racing Point. Here they all come, but can they thread the eye of the needle? Keep it out the walls, get that clean lap. We could have a lot of traffic in this Q1 and Q2 potentially as well. Traffic could be a major problem. Blaz has got a nice clean track. It'd be a little bit green at the moment. The weather looks okay. Sun's out. No sign of rain as Blaz nearly collects the barrier at the swimming pool section already. On the ragged edge, trying to get those tyres warmed up. It is just beautiful to see these cars dancing on the streets of Monaco. So the first, and he jumps straight in the pits. So Blaz is done. Let's go on board with the Lithuanian Thomas, who should have won in Baku. Could have equally won in Spain as well last time out. Hasn't had quite the luck go his way yet. But Thomas now slowing right down, getting ready, pumps up the airs, pumps up the fuel, and gets ready for his first flying lap. He's got a nice clear track ahead of him, so here we go, and let's ride on board. There's yellow flags are up. I think there's traffic getting out of the way, so let's ride on board with Thomas. Beautifully cut on the apex on the inside there at turn 1. Up the hill they goes, and round to Casino Square. Yellow flags out again. That's just cars slowing down. I think anyone's in the wall yet. Beautifully around Casino now, down to the tight lows hairpin. Obviously a purple first sector, anyone that's done one so far. So easy lockable there, so easy to hit the barrier on the outside, but yet again Thomas looks absolutely planted to the track right now. Again, entrance to the tunnel, missed the apex slightly there, a bit late on the accelerator. In fact, he's not pushing that hard. I don't think he's got his airs whacked up to full there. Now down, sharp braking. And again, it's so easy to invalidate your time there, but he catches the curbs, the apexes nicely. Now into the swimming pool section he goes. Car runs out wide and you want to hit that inside curb. It looks like a brilliant lap so far from Thomas. Absolutely full attack round the Rascas to finish a lap off. Again, it's so easy to clip the barrier there. And here he comes to finish the lap down the start finish straight. And Thomas will set the time. And it is, well, obviously it's fastest, but it's a 109.9 already in the 109s. Okay, gauntlet set. We're about to get a Mercedes coming down as well. That'll be Jacob. It is Jacob, who goes a 109 as well. Nothing in that at all already. That's boding well. Less than a tenth of a second off. There's Slim, 4th place last time out in Spain. Are you racing the Belgian driver back today? Pops himself into 3rd, 7/10 off the top times. Good to see Are You Racing back. Who else we got out there? There's Lucas in the Ferrari. Now the hero of Oh, I thought that was a McLaren on the wall. And Lucas puts himself fourth. Of course, that's second place in Spain. Just missed out to race winner Jamie 1, who is Not out there yet. Not many cars out there. All choosing to take it slightly easy. Let's look at TTG Westy. Gutted again for him. Last time out in Spain just didn't go his way either. Let's look at what Westy can do. This will be invalidated whatever happens. So now, I expect now he's going to start his final lap with a car coming out just in front of him as well. That's the Mercedes going up the hill. Could be Jonathan Cox. Traffic, I say, could be a real problem around here. I imagine Swiss drivers want to get a few more laps under their belts as well. It is Jonathan Cox, but... And he gets nicely out the way. Well done, Jonathan is down. Sector 1, it's a purple first sector. And Thomas... no, he's out. He's retired in the pits. Thomas retires in the pits. It's not out on track, so we're all good. I'm just going to try and post these links on social media. Well, you watch it as Are You Racing is out! And it's in Saint-Devote. It's in the last corner. It's... Lucas has gone past it. It's not Saint-Devote, sorry. It's in the Rascasse. Somehow he's missed the pit lane. Wow. Are You Racing is the first one to bin it. On the very last corner. Wow. What a shame. What a real shame that is. As he's done it there. So he's clipped the inside wall there somehow. Somehow, as here comes Westy. So what's his first lap going to do? It's his second lap on these tyres. As again, the yellow flags are out for traffic. And Westy puts himself 3 tenths on the second off top in third place. Limbo's gone fourth there as well. All the soft tyres. Track getting extremely busy out there now. A lot of traffic out there. So let's go on board with Jonathan Cox, who's starting his flying lap now. I expect Westy will return the favour and let him back through. So I'm going to now post these links onto social media. I'm getting a bit slack here. As Belco's out! Belco's gone as well. Again in the Rascasse. It's again in the Rascasse. Who's coming up to it? Lucas is. Let's see if I can go on board with Lucas and we can find where it is. Oh my word, he's gone straight on at the Rascasse. Oh, Christian Belco, yet to score a point this season, is another casualty. As you just saw his stranded Ferrari there. Didn't even get to do a lap. So that's Christian Belco out. Are You Racing out? And here's Jonathan Cox. 2 cars out at the Rascasse. And Jonathan Cox is on the fastest middle sectors. This is interesting. There's the McLaren. He'll dive into the pits. Can Jonathan Cox, as Jacobs gone fastest, can the Mercedes make it a 1-2 in Q1? Here comes Jonathan Cox now. Down the start-finish curve and up to third place. And that is looking promising as there's a car off as well. It's BP, but I think BP was just getting out of the way. There's no damage. I think BP was just getting out of the way. Yor, the championship leader's gone 4th place. That looks good for Yor. So I need to post these links onto social media. Bear with me, guys. So much going on already. So, Are You Racing and Belco have both binned it there, where BP's going around. So we're going to have a lap with BP. The Bredon Army will be out in force. Enjoy this. Right, I need to post this. Okay. Lovely from BP there. Taking it nice and easy. It's just about consistency. As you can see, RC Sean. We haven't seen RC Sean, by the way, in the Red Bull since Australia, who had a very promising outing. He had some good pace. So it's great to see RC Sean back, the Belgian driver. And of course, it's TG. A little anniversary for its TG here. This was the last circuit he scored points in. So he's got a whole race year without scoring a point. So can he get one again today? Yellow flags up. That's just traffic getting out the way. BP about to complete a time now. It looks like it's been a good clean lap for BP. Where's he going to put himself? Oh, a little bit slippery out the exit there. Track's still a bit green. Down the start finish straight he goes and puts himself into 10th place. And I think he can definitely prove that. He may have some fuel in that car. That car didn't look quite right. Coandi there's put himself into 8th. But the front 3, as James doing the pits. Knowlesy, not that bad. Also, in fact, here comes Not That Bad, who finally had his best race in the IRC Elite League last time out in Spain. 7th placed After penalties, 7th place. Is that car off? No, again, a lot of traffic out there. You can see on the map so much traffic, but the reigning Super League champion was back to his very best last time out in Spain, and it was great to see. At last the luck went his way. Now is that Red Bull. He gets out the way, and that's very good racing. I'd rather he just reset to track though. That was so close. Has he damaged his front wing? Reset to track. Oh, that Haas had to take avoiding action. I think it was It's TG who thankfully didn't hit him, but not that bad, reversing on track straight into the path, and there's cars off as well. BP takes escape road, getting out the traffic way. Traffic is really causing a problem now, so It's TG will have to abandon his lap, and in fact he is going to straddle the chicane, but not that bad. A lucky man indeed. I'd rather he just reset to track. And again, has BP hit the wall? No, he's getting out the way. Did a great job getting out the way as well. It is so tricky, and It's TG's binned it, and here he is. Oh, on the exit of the swimming pool section, It's TG has gone. That is 3 out. We don't need elimination, and we'll knock each other out here. This is incredible. Can't take your eyes off this for a moment, can you? Another car off, I think, in the wall there as well, as we look at JB1, who won, of course, last time out in Spain. This man is a genuine championship contender. No doubt about it. Of course, with no Navy Dave here as well, he can take full advantage of that. You're the championship leader, currently 4th place as cars. Jacob's done 5 laps. At the top there, as you can see, Jamie's got a bit of traffic. It looks like the Alfa Romeo. I think it's Lennon who gets nicely out the way. I love the onboard shot there on the Williams. Yellow flags out again. It's again traffic, and it's a fastest middle sector for Jamie. Jamie can go top of the pile here. So the fastest first sector, fastest middle sector. Where will this put Jamie now? Round the Raskas, down to the start finish straight he goes. Where's the Williams going to put himself? Blaz is currently 6th, his teammate. And Jamie goes into 4th place, just 3/10 off, and the times are a lot closer this time by than they have been. Not that bad now going round. This is a flyer for not that bad. What's his time being like? Where can he put himself? BP jumps into 9th place. A lot of cars here have fueled right up. Of course, we've lost 3 already. So just 2 more to lose, and there's not that bad, goes into 13th place, and those yellow flags at turn 1. I think again that was just traffic. Crazy power. The Italian driver has invalidated this lap and in fact pit, and did that front wing damage I saw there for the Italian. That's a bit of pressure he didn't need. So let's go on board with Nolsey, who again had a fantastic outing last time out in Spain, and he pits as well. He's invalidated, so a bit of pressure with 5 minutes to go. What about Dan Murphy? Dan Murphy also maybe one of the biggest surprises of the season so far, and a legitimate championship contender at the moment in the first quarter of the season. Just again trying to get this out to social media. So I'll go through the comments in a minute. It's just me on my own at the moment, which makes it a little bit more trickier. Could have done with a bit of backup. If anyone's listening that would like to join me in comms, come on in, because it would be helpful. You definitely need 2 pairs of eyes for Monaco as Dan Murphy getting out the way of traffic, which is eventually coming down. That's the Mercedes of Jonathan Cox. And Dan Murphy is going very slowly here, trying to get a little bit of traffic, trying to get himself some space. Trying to save his energy, his tyres will be going cold. Yellow flags are out for him right now. And, well, now he goes round. So now here we go, Dan Murphy. 4th in the championship after what has been a fantastic championship so far for him. And he beautifully hits the apex. Westy is retired in pits, thankfully. See, he's retired from session. You look at the scoreboard and the lap board. But Dan Murphy, what a season. 4th in the championship, just 20 points behind Yor in the championship lead. 5th in Australia, 2nd in Bahrain, 6th in China, 10th in Azerbaijan, 5th in Spain. Super consistent from the Elite League driver, who just gets better and better the more he goes on. He's an absolute joy to watch, I'll tell you that. Into the tunnel he goes then, from light to dark and straight back into light like a bullet out the tunnel. This is a tricky corner to get right. Get on the gas as soon as possible, but the car wants to get away on the exit there for Dan Murphy. The yellow flag's in sector 3. Hopefully no one else has binned it in the Castle swimming pool section. We've already had 3 casualties. 2 at this corner here at the Castle, and of course it's TG binned it at the swimming pool section. So, I don't want to echo. I'll listen to myself again. So, down the start finish race goes Dan Murphy. What sort of time is it? It's 14th. And I hope he's got fuel on board. And in fact, he's back right off at turn 1. Dan Murphy in a bit of trouble. And it would be a big shock to lose Dan Murphy. As Jamie has had enough of Q1. He is done. But it would be a big shock to lose Dan Murphy. In the meantime, Slimbo jumps up to 5th place. We've got Jacob from Thomas, from Jonathan Cox, from Jamie, from Slim, Your, Westy, Blaz, RC, Sean, BP, Andy, Lucas. Not that bad. Dan Murphy, Are You Racing, of course, is out. So is Belko, so is It's DG. There's Crazy Power. Pressure on him, pressure on Knowlesy, pressure on Lennon right now. With just 2.5 minutes to go. There's a Ferrari cruising back in the pits. Crazy Power should not be affected by that. So the Italian driver has got it all to do here. I will get through your comments very shortly. Here comes Crazy Power now. Down the start finishing street. Can the Renault driver get himself into the top half of the order here? It doesn't look a great lap, and it's only 13th. And Crazy Power, this will be a shock. Crazy Power under threat here. Now, what about Knowlesy? Knowlesy's invalidated this, so this won't count. Lennon is on a flyer. Yellow flag's out again. No one's... It's just traffic, I think. Christian Belko's... Oh, Lennon's hit the wall! Somehow survives and Yours gone fastest! Is there any damage to Lennon? I imagine there is, and he is under serious pressure now. He won't be able to get back out in time, so he's going to have to try and go again with a damaged front wing. He hit the wall. Oh, he's completely lost his front wing. Oh, it's disaster for Lennon. That could be a reprieve for Dan Murphy, you know. Are You Racing's going to get through, so Knowlesy is the man under pressure right now. I'd rather Lennon had pitted, to be honest, but he's going to try a lap with no front wing. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. Jonathan Cox is done. So what about Knowlesy? Can he get himself out? Not that bad, mate, get away with it. Well, not that bad, it's going back out. You probably could do another time. It's a very short lap time. Dan Murphy is done and he is out. That is a huge shock. 4th in the championship. Dan Murphy is done. He is retired and out of the session. What can Knowlesy do here? Season 5 Super League champion Blaz is done for the session as well. Yellow flags in sector 3 and Knowlesy. I don't know about this. He'll have time to do another lap. And in fact, this is now he starts his yoga. He back right off. He saved his airs. He saved his fuel. This is a lap that will count now. Lennon, I'll be surprised if he's improving with no front wing. If he gets through with no front wing, give that man a medal. One of the few cars with number 96. Oh, he's struggling horribly. In fact, he is done. Lennon will start last around Monaco with It's TG, Belko, Dan Murphy. Are You Racing may only start 15th, but it's all on this man here, Knowlesy. What can the Season 5 Super League champion do here? 17th at the moment. He just... Well, he needs a big improvement, but he's going a lot quicker right now. Not that bad. Is out there to improve. Crazy Powers on the cusp. Did Not That Bad get round? Yes, he did. So Not That Bad will do a time. There's a yellow flags out again. I imagine that's for Lennon, and Lennon's gone 18th. So it's not last for Lennon. It's 18th, and the session is done. This is it. And someone's just jumped right up there. I've missed it. So Knowlesy 17th, round the Rascas, round the final turn here. Where can he go? Can he get himself into Q2? He can't because he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel and he's out. And so that is your bottom 5. It's TG. What's going on here? It's Not That Bad being affected by these cars. No, Lucas out there as well. So Lucas is invalidated. So let's see if Not That Bad, who is now through, can improve on his time. It's TG will start last. This was an anniversary as Not That Bad fastest middle sector. Hold on a minute. Your has finished the session fastest. The times are super close as well. It's great to see. But Not That Bad then. Looks like he's got a bit of form here. This looks pretty handy from the reigning Super League champion. 10th place within a second of the top. These times are really, really close. So It's TG is out last. This was the last race that he scored points in the Elite League. He'll be hoping for about 7 safety cars. Christian Belko, oh the luck. Surely it's going to come in the race. Christian Belko will start last as... there you go. So, that's the top. Let's see we've lost. So Christian Belko, yet to score a point in Elite League. Hopefully can stay out of trouble at the start and ride his luck with safety cars. Lennon is out. That's another shock. Lennon out. Nosey, who's had a good season so far in Elite League, he is out in the first session. Dan Murphy made the biggest shock of all. 4th in the championship, will start 16th. And RU Racing, who also crashed out in that session, another Super League driver as well from last season, is 15th and will not take part in Q2. In the meantime, at the top, as you can see, the championship leader Yor is just ahead of Jacob, who I can't stress how much needs a really good result around here to kickstart his season. So the comment, Jonathan Cox says, good evening Dave and Matt. Well, it's just me. Todd says, good evening, good luck all the drivers. Lucas is checking in, good evening. Lennon's checked in. Jonathan Cox says it's a dry race, to the relief of everybody, all the drivers out there. Tim Butler, good evening. I'm in the bath watching. Thanks for the extra detail. Max1234 says BP Army is present. Christian Belko says his friggin' pedal got stuck, and I know that frustration, which should explain why he crashed in a bizarre place. Looks like he didn't even attempt the Raskas, as I thought I saw a raindrop on the screen. I unfortunately didn't. That would have really added to the mix. So what tyres? This is going to be very interesting. This is going to be one of the most curious and interesting and possibly dramatic Q2s we're going to have all season. What tyre are they going to stick on? Are they going to get the advantage, the grid advantage, and go on the softs and qualify high up as possible? Or are they going to try and get through on the mediums? I've got a feeling, and if I was them, I would try and get through on the soft tyre. Qualifying position is everything around here. Track position is everything. Although some of them are out there on hards and on mediums right now. As we look at Slimbo there. As Lucas already out on the soft tyres, so he's gone on softs. Who's the first car? I think it was Blaz again. Blaz loves to be the first man out there. Loves that TV time, the Slovenian driver. So, what a driver's going to do, especially if you're Thomas, who has got some space, especially if you're Westy, Slim, Jacob. Are they going to go on the softs and just get through to Q3 and a shot of pole? Or are they going to try and get through on the medium tyres and gamble? Yours out there on soft, so he's making his strategy known. Jonathan Cox says happy with P3 so far. Yeah, really good time from Jonathan Cox. That's more like the form we saw in the Super League from Jonathan Cox. Blaz about to start his final lap on the hard tyres. Lennon says every time I try a lap I hit the wall. I ain't finishing this race. Ah, come on Lennon. You never know. You never know, mate. Right. So here we go. First man to start his lap on the hard tyres. This lap is going to feel horrible for Blaz, and he just missed the wall next to the casino. I said that car's going to feel horrible, and it sure. In fact, he did hit the wall. He did hit the wall in the casino. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. That car does feel horrible, and Blaz found out the hard way, unfortunately. Blaz, who had a fantastic start to the season, is just slightly edged away. Got 2 driver of the days in the first 2 races, of course. Now down in, where is Blaz in the championship? He's still 7th, only 44 points off the championship lead. Of course, Williams 2nd in the constructors. I'll go through the constructors shortly because that championship is absolutely incredible. It's the closest, I think, in any esports events at the moment. Slimbo is next man on his mediums. Blaz's season so far, of course, 3rd in Australia, 6th in Bahrain. Didn't finish in Azerbaijan, and 11th. In fact, he hasn't scored since the 2nd round in Bahrain, has Blaz. So Blaz needs to pick up some form here as we look on board with Slimbo, who of course is the fastest man out on track at the moment in the McLaren. He needs to kickstart his season. He could be potentially a championship contender if he can get a run going. He's had a poor start to season. Oh, and the DRS flicked him out there. He does a 1:10.4 minutes, which is a very respectable time actually. Jacob coming out the pits now. Lucas there flies in 2nd place on the soft tyre, so he is behind Slim and Yor goes fastest on the sauce with a 109.6. These times are coming down from Q1. We've got Jonathan Cox as well, who's invalidated his lap. What about Thomas? No, it's Sean starting his fire. So yeah, let's go on board with the Lithuanian Thomas. 3 points to his name. Got the fastest lap and 9th place last time out in Spain. He has had, of course, Thomas has had the last 2 pole positions to his name. Pole position in Baku, pole position in Spain. Can he make it 3 in a row? And he decides to pit as Jamie goes second there. What a season this man is having. Jamie third in the championship, just 12 points off the championship leader, which is Yor just there in front of him. And he's having a charge. Second in Australia, 7th in Bahrain. Didn't finish in China, had a disastrous Chinese Grand Prix. 7th in Azerbaijan, and of course 1 in Spain. And now 2nd up there at the moment, looking good. Jonathan Cox is on another flyer, I think, or is he backed out? He's backed out of this. Let's go on board the Belgian driver, RC Sean. Oh, smashes the wall! And keeps it just out the swimming pool section. Wow! How did he not retire? He absolutely smashed the wall. I cannot believe that is not terminal. And I was just about to say how impressive the Belgian driver was in Australia and was so unlucky not to finish there. And my word, he gave that wall an almighty thud. As Jonathan Cox also has better time, so some drivers here struggling to get on the mark. Here, let's look at Westy then. The other McLaren, Slimbo currently 3rd. This is potentially a really good team. The Constructor Championship, by the way, Renault lead on 79 points. They are 1 point ahead of Williams in 2nd. Red Bull are 3rd, 2 points off the top. Toro Rosso are 4th, just 7 points off the top. Alfa Romeo are 5th, just 25 points off the top. Then Mercedes 38 adrift, Haas 47 adrift in 7th, McLaren 8, 48 points adrift. All the constructors are just separated by 57 points, which is absolutely insane. Tim Butler says, I went from 14th to 6th last year in Monaco. You never know. Well, Tim, I started 12th and won this race last year. I don't like to mention it too much. But this was, as Westy pits of a damaged front wing, this was my incredible win here last season. Drivers are really struggling to set times right now. Only 5 on the board. Jacob's invalidated his lap. He's having to go again. Jonathan Cox is out there as well. Again, he's invalidated his lap. Westy failed to do a competitive lap. BP out there as well. We'll pick up BP as Blaz has done the fastest middle sector. He's in the medium tyres. And there's just gone purple in sector 2. So this is going to be interesting. Jamiro Stolk says, come on BP. Make the evening even better, he says. We'll pick up BP very shortly. Blaz crosses the line and goes to 4th place. Good time there for Blaz. That may get him through to Q3. There is B. That's not as crazy power. That's BP there. Jamie 1 is happy with his time and he is done for the session. Well, that's going to be interesting. So he's done in the pits. RC Sean again about to do his... So in fact, it's Thomas starting on the flying lap as and BP's jumped the chicane and invalidated his time. Another driver struggling to get round. I did not expect this from these boys. Let's see crazy powers on his flyer. What about Jacob? Jacob on his 3rd lap on these medium tyres. What can he do? Where can he put himself? Fastest on the mediums with a 109.4. That is absolutely insane. Well. Oh, Jacob is retired on track. And that... well, that's earned himself a penalty. He's earned himself a penalty. You cannot retire on track because look, cars are having to get out the way. All drivers were told you cannot retire on track in Monaco and a tool in qualifying, and Jacob's done it, and that will instantly serve him a Q3 ban. Thomas is out in the wall. Swimming pool section. Thomas is out. There's his Red Bull stranded in the swimming pool section. I don't believe it. One of the favourites for pole. There he is on the... Wow. And Westy's invalidated his time. Wow. Westy's on an outlap. So Thomas, it will not be 3 pole positions in a row for Thomas, and he will start in the pack. And already this is looking like this could be anybody's right now. Unbelievable. And what is going on out there? This is already an incredible qualifying. So Westy under pressure on the medium tyres. What's his first sector like? Down the hill, hug that apex, but don't hit the barrier. One of the toughest hairpins. That curb can throw you straight in the wall. It's so easy. Thomas is not happy. Just reading the comments, Thomas is fuming with himself. Well done to Crazy Power, who got with a Crazy Power under some pressure. The guys in the soft tyres are really struggling to get through here. Jonathan Cox still hasn't done a time. There's some surprises out here. This is going to be a lottery. It really is. Where does Westy go? So he goes 6th on mediums. I don't think that's going to be enough. This track is going to ramp up. I don't think that's going to be enough. So the BP starting his flyer now. RC Sean is about to start his. Jonathan Cox. Is this a flyer from him? Is he on one right now? No, he pits. Will he go onto soft tyres and try and get through? Not that bad. Choosing his moment to strike. So many drives. Lucas up to 4th place. Just seen him pop up there. Well done, Lucas. So BP, who's having a good season. This man had an absolute wretched start to the season last season. He's by far and away doing far better this season. BP 6th in the championship, 42 points off the championship lead. That's not that much at the stage of the season, of course. And for BP, who finished, well, he didn't get his first points until China. 7th in China, 2nd, of course, in Azerbaijan, and 10th in Spain after the safety car really ruined his and Crazy Power's race in as a Crazy Power just going off there in Spain. So BP flies up to 7th. Westy down to 8th. Westy's going to have to go again. I feel that RC Sean then, who we saw earlier on smashed the wall. He's invalidated his time, so he's going to have to go again as well. 4 minutes to go. We could have some really big names out here. Jonathan Cox, not that bad. Crazy Power. Thomas is definitely out. And yes, Jonathan Cox on the soft tyres is going to go. We can lose some really big names. Big performance and shout-outs to Lucas in 4th place, to Blas in 6th, who doesn't usually go that well in qualifying at all. He hasn't made Q3 at all this season, and Blas is about to finish his lap. Can he improve on 6th place? This is a much better... And he does! He goes 3rd place! Great stuff by the Slovenian driver. This is by far his best weekend so far. Slim's down to 6th, and on medium tyres. Slim playing a little risky game here. Andy there on the cusp. So where's RC Sean? He's going again, of course. So here he is coming out the chicane into the swimming pool section. A beautiful view there. And it's the fastest middle sector for Sean. What can the Belgian driver do here? Can he keep it out the wall this time? No, he can't, because he's jumped the chicane at the swimming pool section. If he pits now, he could get out again. No, he's deciding to go again. He's putting some wear on those soft tyres. Tyre wear's not huge around here. RC Sean under some real pressure. Okay, so who is out on a flyer? Slim's out on a flyer in his medium tyres. Great lap by Blas. That's Slim. Purple middle sector. Slim's on one here. Can he challenge that incredible time from Jacob at the front? Oh, locks up his wheel though, and that will cost him time, and then loose on the exit. And again, that car looked a little bit rear happy. 6th place, can he improve? And doesn't. And he will not have time to go again on any softer. So Westy out there on softs. Andy out there on mediums, interesting. Crazy Power also out there. And of course, RC Sean, Jonathan Cox, and not that bad one on fires now. Let's pick up RC Sean first. He's the nearest to start finish straight. This is it for RC Sean. If he doesn't do it here, he is out. Jamie should be safe. This time he has cleared the swimming pool section. Oh, jumps across the curb so near to the pit wall. This one will count, but where will it put him? Those soft tyres are going to be 3 laps on when he's done this lap. Takes a wide entry into the start-finish curb and goes 9th. And that may not be enough. Who's just jumped up there? Jonathan Cox, he's through and up to 5th place. Great job by Jonathan Cox. And not that bad. What can not that bad do then? Good to see people retiring in the pits. So 1 minute to go. Another bad's invalidated, and he'll have to get right off the gas and save his airs and fuel and go again. Oh, it's so easily done. And in fact, not that bad. Wants to start 14th. He's done. Lucas's side, he's done. So we're gonna lose as it stands. Andy, but he's on a fly right now and he's improving, but it may not be enough. If he can get through on mediums, that'd be a terrific job. Only Jacob and Slim are currently through in the medium tyres. What can Andy do right now? Hugs that inside corner. Andy jumps up. Oh, he improved, but by not enough, and Andy will be out. Well, we'll have a fresh set of tyres to start the race with, of course. So it's either Crazy Power or Sean. Will it be Italy, or will it be the Italian knocking out the Belgian driver? Westy's through, and I think Westy may abandon his lap, because he did do his best time on medium. So I wonder if Westy will, and he has abandoned it. He knows now he is safe, he is through. It's all eyes on the Italian of Crazy Power. Here he comes out of the final loop. Can he jump up into the top 10? And he does, into 8th place. And he dispossesses RC Sean, who was just too scrappy. Oh, and don't bin it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a save. What a save. Is he going round again? Is this a time? He has it. He's not finished. Well, he's gonna wreck his tyres. He's on overtakers, so is RC Sean on a time here? He would start the race on 5-lap-old tyres. Oh, in fact, he's been validated. It's gone red. It's over. He's in the wall. He is out. And there, folks, is your top 10. Jacob from Blaz. Outstanding from Blaz. From Slim, from Jamie, Jonathan Cox, Lucas, Crazy Power, BP, and Westy just surviving. And of course, he did his best time on the medium tyre. And he says he's in Sweat Central. Yeah, that's starting 11th. He will be the first car to... starting 12th. But he will have a free range of tyres. There is your top 10. But some shocks. RC Sean's a bit of a shock. I've got to say that I was looking at a top 10 for him. Andy just missed out there on the mediums. Thomas, 2 poles in the last 2 races. He will start 13. Will it be unlucky for him? And of course, there is not that bad. Westy, Slim and Jacob will all start on the medium tyres. Although with the amount of safety cars we could have around here. Oh, he left the session. Who knows what that will mean. Look at all the invalidated times in that session. A lot of drivers were struggling out there. And of course, Thomas put it in the wall. So who's going to get pole position? Let's have a look. So, I think I'm going to be on my own for this. There we go then. 2 McLarens, 2 Mercedes, 2 Renaults, 2 Williams, and 1 Toro Rosso, 1 Ferrari. And McLaren and Mercedes are 2 teams which have been struggling, so it's a very much welcome return to the top 10 for both those cars. So let's get what we need up. They're no doubt all going to be going out on the soft tyres, no doubt about it. Guys, if you're watching, who is your tip for pole position? Who's it going to be, guys? Absolutely, this is a tough one to call. Jacob's time mediums was absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary, and I think Jacob could possibly get in the 108s on soft tyres. It's absolutely doable right now that he could get into the 108s. Jacob has to be hot favourite for pole. As ever, our first man out is Blaz. And in fact, no, Blaz is not. He's been beaten by his Williams teammate, Jamie. Jamie's the first man out then. And Williams are going for the photo opportunity. Lovely scenes. So what can Jamie? Jamie, who's on a charge. Won in Spain last time out. Third in the championship. Not far, but off the leaders at all. What can he do? What can you all do? Our championship leader, can he get right up there? Jamie just 12 points off the championship lead. Dan Murphy, who's fourth in the championship, was 20 points off. Will unfortunately start right down the back of the field after a horrible qualifying for him. So here we go. Jamie 1 gets us underway. Jamie coming down to the hairpin now. If someone wants to join me in the commentary box, it would be pretty cool. I am not fancying this on my own. Matt has stitched me up. Lovely. So, Jamie going through the tunnel section now. Can these guys hook up a lap? Everybody's struggling out there. A lot of corners being cut to a bit of a surprise. Putting too much pressure on themselves. Of course, it's a purple middle sector as he cuts through the swimming pool section and beautifully dances through the chicanes and rides off the curves round the Rascasse. Nice. This looks a lovely clean lap. That car is planted. Blaz looks like he's doing a just as good lap behind him as well. What can the Williams boys do then? The first one is Jamie over the line, and of course it's a 109.9. We're going to see quicker than that. Blaz goes 109.8 and just beats his teammate. Lovely stuff there from Blaz. What about Slim? So that'll be Lucas and Slim. Lucas invalidated and Slim with a 109.2. That's a great time by Slimbo. Here we go. The times are coming in now. What about Crazy Power in the Renault? Yor goes into third. Expected more from that. So Blazko is second, and that's a recovering... Oh, in fact, what's going on here? So Crazy Power's on an outlap, of course. BP pits. Lucas invalidated his lap. What about Westy there in the McLaren? He's invalidated his lap. It is proving very difficult to set a time right now. So let's go on board then. And Crazy Power, the only man who's about to set a time. 8 minutes to go. A lot of first runs been ruined. Where is Jacob? Still in the pits. Jonathan Cox in the Mercedes heading out there. No, and there's the wall for Crazy Power. And again, how is that wheel not come off? How has he not lost a wheel there? This is sim damage. And Crazy Power lives to fight another day, another car in the wall. I was expecting more of this in qualifying, not the race. This is really unlike the Super League drivers right now. So, okay, let's go on board with Lucas. Can he get himself up there? He gets himself fifth, but it's a time. And at the moment, just setting a time might be enough. What about Jonathan Cox? Jonathan Cox will be the next man to start his lap. There he is now in the Mercedes. Can he get his first Elite League pole position? It would be some doing, because that is a good time by Slim. Crazy Power recovers to the pits. So Jonathan Cox starts his flying lap now. Here we go. Tricky turn one in La Source. Up the hill. Easy in the dry. Not so in the wet. Around Casino he goes. Nice wide entry, hits the apex beautifully there. That's where we just saw Crazy Power smash the wall, and it's the fastest first sector for Jonathan Cox. This could be... Let's not jinx it. Let's not jinx it. A little bit of breeze there, brushing through the trees. You're just behind him. Down into the tunnel section he goes. Managing to avoid, well, hit the curbs and avoid the barriers, which is really is an art round here. Now down to the chicane. It's a quick slam on the brakes of the Ferrari in the wall. Lucas has put it in the wall. I can see on the screen, on the map. Izzy's not out. Oh, but Jonathan Cox has hit the wall. Another one, and he's definitely not out. And he's about to see Lucas's stranded car. What's Lucas doing? My word, so Jonathan Cox is going to have to go again. Does anybody want to set a time? Let's go on board then with Jacob. I don't know what Lucas was doing. Managed to get out of the way, thankfully, but they're struggling. This is just unbelievable. Not very elite-like at the moment. Okay, so what can Jacob do? Can Jacob get into the 108s? Can he deny Slim his first pole position of the season? Let's see your comments at the moment. And he's gone straight on. He's invalidated it. He's invalidated. What is going on out there? It's a complete mess out there at the moment. Lucas says he ran out of fuel. Tim says Jacob for pole. Well, he's put himself under some pressure. The good thing is, you can cut those corners and get running, and Jacob comes in the pits. As it stands, 5 drivers have all set time. So Jamie's back out there, and Jamie nearly hits the wall. Has done 3 laps on his tyres, so yours got more to come. Yours then obviously fueled up, so yours a lot more to come then. That's a good outing, and now it's the calm before the storm, as everyone is in before their final runs, except for this man here, the Dutchman. Jamie 1 is out there trying to take advantage of a clean track. McLaren heading out, that will be what? It'll be Westy. Westy heading out there as well with 4.5 minutes to go. Here comes Jamie now. Round it comes. We've seen so many. Now Jamie's on another purple sector. As it stands, Jamie could go pole position here if that map is correct. That would be something else. Jamie is not the perennial good qualifier, but this would be something else if he can put himself in pole position on the front row here. He's got a big gap to fill between first and second. Can he fill it? Can he get his Williams in there? Yes, he can! It's provisional second for Jamie 1. And the gauntlet is laid back down to Yor. Blaz also back out there, but a fantastic time there by Jamie, and puts himself potentially on the front row of the grid. Slim out there, so here we go, it's action time. 4 minutes to go. Blaz out there, Jacob back out there. Wow, he's under some pressure. Westy out there as well. I think Westy's going to be the first man to try a set of time. Another one of the Mercedes heading out there. Looks like Jonathan Cox is heading out there as well. Westy may encounter that Mercedes as well on his lap. Here we go. Up to Sander Vot. Clears it nicely. Up the hill he goes. Round the casino. Looks good from Westy so far. Lovely on board. Well, I say lovely on board short. You can't see anything. Purple first sector though for Westy, but the mirror gets in the way and the halo gets in the way. You can't really see anything from that view. Lowe's hairpin tick. So far so good. Now take a nice wide entry and gave the exit plenty of room there. Didn't want to go on the curb too much on the barrier. Comes back into the light, down to the chicane. This is so easy to snatch a break and lose your time here, but this looks good from Westy so far. What is his middle sector? Can he make it a McLaren front row? It's a purple middle sector. It looks so far so good for Westy. Can he dispossess? That's Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox won't interfere, so now it's just... he's done it. Round the start finish and curve he goes. Can he put himself on pole position? No, in fact it's only 5th. This map tells lies. You can't have 2 purple sectors and then completely lose it on a last sector which looked pretty good. Either way, expect a bit more from Westy. So, Blaz on a lap right now is cruising. Bit of traffic out there, a lot of traffic out there. Here comes Yor, 2 minutes to go. He's making his move. Will Jamie get back out there again as well? Has Jamie got one more run left in him? What's going on out there then? So let's go on board with BP just starting. So here comes Jonathan Cox. Can Jonathan Cox? And Slimbo goes even quicker with a 109.0. And Jacob goes fastest and potential pole position with a 108.7. That's not getting beat. Forget it. That is not getting beat. Jacob is pole. That is absolutely insane. What can Jonathan Cox do? Can he join his Mercedes teammate on the front row? There's a Renault off at the casino. Oh, he's damaged his front wing yet again. Jonathan Cox has just kicked the wall. He shouldn't affect him too much at this stage of the lap. Can he get himself right up there? Hugs the inside wall and puts himself into 6th. It did affect him. What about Westy? Westy's invalidated again. So Westy definitely won't be joining Slim. So he has one more chance, and it is now because we've got 1 minute left. Championship leader still revving up. Jamie did get back out there, so he will go again as well. Slim, who I thought did a fantastic time, has had it absolutely smashed by Jacob. So what about BP? BP coming around the final curve now with the Williams and Blaz right behind him. BP goes 9th, and that is disappointing. So I think BP is slightly disappointed with that. So 9th place, he's made a mistake somewhere on his lap. What about Crazy Power? We've seen him hit the wall already. It's absolute action everywhere. I'm going to try and keep up with it. So Yor and Jamie 1 have just about got their laps in time. 20 seconds left. Where can Crazy Power put himself? He will have time to go again. Will he need to go again? What's this been from Crazy Power? Oh, there's a Williams off at the turn 1. Crazy Power goes 9th. Expected more here. Jonathan Cox pits from 6th. So Jamie is ahead of Yor on track. Look at all the traffic out there. It's not quite been the standards that we expect as Westy jumps to 6th on 3 lap old softs. That's damage limitation for Westy. But it's not quite the standards we expect. A lot of drivers failing to set times. A lot of drivers hitting the wall, cutting the corners, and Jamie is done. He's invalidated his time. He is out. What about Slim? So what about Slimbo then? He's got 3/10 of a second to make up. Can he get pole position off Jacob? The answer is no. Doesn't improve. Jamie 1 is done. He's made his time, so this is going to mean nothing. Jacob is done. What about Yor, the championship leader then? Over the start finish straight. Can he get himself in the front row? Can he get pole? It's third for Jamie, and he starts just ahead of his championship contender. Jamie 1, who will start 4th. And don't forget, Jacob and Slim will start on the medium tyres. Yor starts off. Westy also starts on mediums. Lucas managed to get 7th place. It's the highest he's qualified in a while. And that, folks, is your grid. So pick a winner then. Jacob has the speed, but as we know, penalties. There's, oh god, all chaos. There's we've got a red bat on the screen. Oh wow, the front wing tried to reconnect itself to Lucas's car. That's a bit of black magic. These are AIs that have taken over, which is why all hell has broke loose. But it's a second pole position of the season for Jacob. But as we know in the races, Jacob has a big tendency of crashing out or picking up penalties. So Slim, can Slim win his first race since season 1? You're there, championship leader, 3rd place, and we know that this man is better in the race than qualifying. As this man here, 4th place, Jamie Blaz, first time in Q3, by far his best qualifying of the season, and in fact for a long time. What can he do in the race? Westy there in 6th, damage limitation for him, and Lucas 7th, Jonathan Cox. Well, Q3 again, but when it mattered, just couldn't quite hook up in the 2 Italians, 8th and 9th for Crazy Power. And yet again, of course, Crazy Power and BP are together on the track, which just seems to happen every single race. Who is going to win? How many safety cars? 3 of Monaco. It's going to be a dry race. And if I had to pick, I'd like Jacob to win. I really would, for the sake of the championship. It'd be great to have Jacob winning and get himself into the championship mix, because he definitely has got the speed. But if I had to pick a winner, I think Slim's going to do this. I think Slim is going to do this. However, I have been known to jinx drivers and give them the curse. So picking the strategies now. Let's see what tyres are going to be going on. If I was at the back, I would be whacking on a pair of hards. Let those safety cars come out and just patient. It's the first half of this race is going to be a patient race. You've got to be patient. You've got to rely on those safety cars. Don't try any silly moves as the formation lap begins. So let's see, while they're on the formation lap, what tyres they all are on. If I can find it in time. It's a very short formation lap. Detail. There we go. So Jacob, pole position. 2nd of the season, pole position as well. medium tyres. Slimbo second. Can he finally win a race? Can he get himself into championship contention? Your championship leader, third place on the soft tyres. Jamie, third in the championship, fourth on soft. Blaz, first time into Q3, fifth place on the soft tyres as well. Westy, rotten look last time out in Spain on the medium tyres. They're in sixth place. Lucas is best qualifying a long time, second in Spain last time out. He's eighth in the championship. Jonathan Cox, eighth on the grid. Soft tyres, currently 11th in the championship. Crazy Power had crashed on a formation lap, and so have BP again together on track. RC Sean, first race since Australia, 11th place, gone for some fresh set of mediums. Andy has also gone for a fresh set of mediums as well. So he will start there in 12th place. Andy currently 12th in the championship as well. Thomas can two pole positions in a row, now starting in 13th for the medium tyres. Lithuanian driver has definitely got the pace. Can he keep it out the wall? The 2 racing points and Super League rivals from last season. Not that bad. Had his best race in Spain last time out. He will start 14th. RU Racing is usually a good qualifier and doesn't do too well in the race. Hopefully he can turn his fortunes around here. Dan Murphy, fourth in the Drivers' Championship, down in 16th. He'd be praying it's taking it easy. Followed by his good friend Knowlesy there in 17th as well. He's had a great start to the season so far. Lennon, an absolute prize starter. Watch out for him in 18th. Belko yet to score. Can he finally get off the mark here in Monaco? It's TG. Last time he scored a point was here in Monaco last season. Can he turn fortunes around for himself as well and get his first points of the season? It could be a lottery. It could be frantic and chaos, and we'll try and cover it as much as we can. The Monaco Grand Prix. When the lights come on. Here we go. The Monaco Grand Prix is go! And not that bad. Has jumped the start. Straight away, we've lost graphics. Oh, it is the Williams have crashed. Both Williams have crashed. Oh, Blaz. Oh, don't reverse on track. Both Williams have gone into each other. Blaz and Jamie won. That's huge. And the safety car is out. Safety car is out, which gives me a chance to get the hub back because I can't find it. Not that bad. Jumped to start. Oh my word. Wow. Well, we had no graphics. We saw in full glory. Blaz. Well, safety car is out already. Lucas is up to 4th place. Wow. No one has retired. It's because both Williams have blocked the track. Jamie and Blaz, they got squeezed. It looks like they went in 3 into 1 doesn't work. Let's try and see if anyone's got damage. So Jacob got the perfect start from Slim. They got away fine. Slim's got half a front wing missing. Oh, Slim, I've jinxed him. Yaw, what about Yaw? I'm trying to see his front wing now. There's a Haas. Oh, that's a safety car on track. Yaw's got a front wing. That's fine. Lucas Thomas has hit BP somewhere. Oh, guys, come on. Thomas has got a penalty and a damaged front wing as well for the Lithuanian. They have to be careful. Lucas has got damage. He's made a great start, but has damage. Westy in a great position there in 5th place. Jonathan Cox has made a good start there in 6th. Guys coming to the pit. Slim and Lucas both pit. Wow, what a frantic start. Who else is going to jump in the pits? Andy there on his medium tyres up to 6th place. Crazy Power there up 4 into 5th place. So Andy's 6th, RC Sean, front wing intact in 7th, BP up to 8th, RU Racing, and not that bad, who will have a drive-through of course. Up to 9th and 10th. Knowlesy in 11th place, great start. There it's TG, 12th, yes! I think he's got his front wing still intact as well. I just want to have a look. I hate this. This shot is pointless, man. Anyway, Mira Barrett sort of blocks your view. I'm going to assume he's got a front wing. Yes, he has. There's Christian Belko. At last, I'm going his way at the moment. 13th. Thomas has picked up a penalty under the safety car. How do you do that? Jonathan Cox has got a penalty. 5-second penalty. Come on, guys. What is going on? This is just not what we expect at all. Blaz got out ahead of Jamie. In fact, Jamie has had a puncher. He's only just got back to the pits. Oh, and he does not want to get lapped either. He shouldn't get lapped, I hope. They have caught the safety car. Are they gonna... Oh, well, if he avoids getting lapped, his race is saved, and I think he will, thankfully. He should catch back up to the safety car as well. Wow, it has all gone wrong for the Williams boys. Thomas is at the back there as well. Dan Murphy looks like he pitted it. Just going to have a look. Yeah, Dan Murphy did pit as well. Just need to be on top of everything. What tyres? So hard tyres for Thomas, soft for Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy, think I get some overtaking done then. Position changes what we want. So Jacob leads the race from you'll be absolutely loving this. Your championship leader and his nearest rivals is what? Jamie down in last and Dan Murphy 17th. So Yor is in absolute prime position as Jamie has, well, Blaz has got the safety car queue. Jamie still has a long way to go. He may not catch the safety car queue at all because I think the safety car will pit this time by Westy there in third, Jonathan Cox, Crazy Power, Andy, RC Sean, good position gap from him. Hopefully on the restart the drivers know to keep a good gap between each other. We've seen some messy restarts in both Super and Elite League so far, and I really hope it looks like so far so good. I'm just checking these front wings, everybody taking it nice and easy. Good, it's sensible. Jamie may catch it in time. The safety car, I am waiting for the safety car pits in this lap message board. Jacob, can he get the restart? Can he find? He hasn't had a podium this season. I can't believe it. 4th place in China, his best results so far, yet to win and yet to get a podium. 3 wins to his name in the Elite League so far. Safety car in this lap. Jamie will in fact not catch the safety car. Now they'll all bunch up. I hope no one makes contact because we're coming to a big hole in the Alpha there of Andy just missed. That's it, boys, nice and sensible. Right, Jamie's not going to catch it. Jacob will lead him round on the medium tyres still. Jacob is go. Here we go. The race now effectively starts now. Jacob leads him round from Westy. We are racing. Jamie won't be too far off the pack. I have no doubt there'll be more safety cars though. So I will do my best to cover this all for you. Jacob's had a great restart ahead of Yor, by the way. Westy not too far behind. Jonathan Cox right behind on the softer tyres and Westy as well. Westy's in great track position here. 3rd in the race. Jamie fastest lap. That's no surprise there at all. Are they all going to make it through the tight hairpin? Here we go. This is the shot I want. Or even this shot. Oh, RC Sean 3-second penalty. Penalties are really going to be a factor. It looks like they're all going to safely get round their hairpin. That's more like it. There goes Blaz and Jamie not too far behind in the end and has nice warmed up tyres as well. So Jacob on the medium tyres is pulling away from the soft tyre shod of Yor. There is Westy holding off Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox is so far on for his best result this season so far. Lucas now with a 3-second penalty. Wow, it's really going. Race results could really be affected by these penalties right now. Jonathan Cox may fancy a move here on Westy. Jacob fastest lap, that's pretty inevitable. But Westy is dropping back from the top 2 and is just starting to have a little traffic jam form behind him. There is Westy, Jonathan Cox, Crazy Power, Andy right behind Crazy Power. Crazy Power on the soft tyres, of course. RC Sean, BP nice in the mix. Are You Racing nice in the mix? Great to see. Not that bad, just a little bit further drift there. Nolsey. It's TG, 12th place. Not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx him. There's Belko with Slimbo right behind him. 2 old Super League drivers and a big gag of cars behind him as well. And Jamie is not too far adrift. But Jacob so far controls this race. In fact, at the front 3 are pretty much pulling away, but it's Jonathan Cox, the man with some speed at the moment, just cannot get past Westy on the harder compounder tyres. Little bit of field spread. BP now picks up a penalty. I think tonight and tomorrow night's Super League races are going to be affected as yellow flag in sector 2 is a crash at the chicane, and it's Lucas and it's Lennon. Blaz has got through. Lennon and Lucas have come together. 2 front wings missing there. Another fastest lap by Jacob, and Jonathan Cox has pitted, and Not That Bad has pitted. Are these front wing changes? Not That Bad, no, Not That Bad, sorry, has a drive through, of course. And his pit crew aren't expecting him. I think he's come in for his drive-through, and the pit crew have come out instead. No safety car during any of that, by the way. Jonathan Coxon's gone to the hard tyres. Jamie picks up a penalty. Oh, wow, how it's going wrong for him already. Meanwhile then, what is going on? What is this battle here? This is Crazy Power into 4th place. Look at this, the Italian 4th place from Andy, from Sean, from BP, RU Racing, Nosey, It's TG is in the points. Christian Balco just outside, It's TG. Oh, we're going to have a move here from Andy. Down the inside. Oh, is he going to try it? Nearly. Snatched a break and damaged his end play, and Andy got too close to the back of the Italian. It's TG and Balco are yet to score points. They are both fighting for the final point, but Andy now has front wing damage and is suffering. This could benefit Sean and BP and RU Racing. Right behind him as Sean gets so close to the back. Andy does not pit. Andy does not want to pit. Well, on we go. Jacob leads by 3 seconds. Incredible pace from the Englishman at the front as it stands. Your 3 seconds adrift as more pits. Oh, and Balco's pitted and Slim's in the pits again. Front wing change for Balco. Front wing change for Slimbo. Jamie, who was miles at the back, is now 15th. Jonathan Cox back into the pits and a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Oh my word. Take a breath. Look at the Crazy Power train. It's a trolley train around Monaco. Crazy Power, Andy, Sean, BP, RU Racing, Nosey, all liners dead. It's TG is taking it nice and steady in 10th place. Dan Murphy up to 11th place as well. Andy again getting so close behind. Crazy Power is struggling on those soft tyres, no doubt about it. We've got a classic Monaco train. Patience is a virtue. Patience is definitely a virtue. Crazy Power will pit soon. He's on the soft tyres. Oh, and RC Sean, the Belgian driver, having a little look at it. He lost the rear end. Not that bad, picks up another penalty. He's probably severely angry with himself now. Will Andy have a look around the outside into turn 1? No, he thinks better of it, but my word, and still has to... Oh, no, he's gone for the move. Are we going to see it move around Monaco? The answer is yes. No contact round the outside of Casino Square. Yes, you did just see that. And RC Shaw now having to go crazy. Oh, they crashed! Oh, God, and RU Racing's going to the back of them both. Crazy Power picks up a penalty. Virtual safety car. Whew. Wow. Crazy Power got a penalty for hitting BP, but I thought he hit. So Andy got through, even with front wing damage, got through around the outside of Casino. Yeah, you saw that right. And it looked like to me, RC Sean tried to follow him through and crashed into Crazy Power. He's got front wing damage. Did Crazy Power get front wing damage? Yes, he did. Did RU Racing? Yeah, poor RU Racing. He had nowhere to go. Nosey didn't. Hey, Nosey didn't. Oh, and BP's now got a penalty. Guys, you're throwing your races away. Green flags are back out. So I'm pretty sure RC Sean doing some donuts and pits. BP pits. RC Sean pits. Crazy Power pits. RU Racing pits. Nosey's going to jump up to 5th place. He's not even picked up a penalty. Hey, it's TG is 7th. Yeah, you better seeing that right. Let's go on board. It's TG is 6th. Haas are 6th, a 5th and 6th. Dan Murphy behind. It could be a day. Not that bad. It's going to get disqualified, I think, unfortunately. But It's TG could be in for his career best result, but without a doubt, it's not even close. Dan Murphy Hassing. There's Thomas. He's back up to 8th place. Not that bad. Left for session, and I think giving up the ghost, unfortunately. First retirement. We've had no retirement. 9 laps and no retirement. So plenty of action. No. BP came out in 10th place. Jamie's nearly back in the points there, 11th place as well. RC Sean's past Slim. That's a move. That's an overtaking move. Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, I can't find it. That's an Alpha. That's Lennon. Lennon's in ghost mode then, so Lennon's not racing either. Right, so it's TG. There he is. Has he got damage? He's got a bit of damage, bit of front wing damage, and nearly lost the end. And now Pitts. Oh, well. He dreamed. He dreamed. He was 6th, and he's still racing after 10 laps. Could he get points? He has not scored a point since Monaco last season. Who else is that pitting? Now who've we got in? BP pits again. Lucas pits again. How many... It's TG may still be in the points here. No, he's down to 12. Are you racing back in the points on the hard tyres? I'll tell you what, I need a safety car just to keep track of everything. Dan Murphy up to 6th place. Nosey P5. Andy with his damage there up into 4th. Of course, Andy has already pulled out the move of the season with that incredible around the outside move at Casino Square, which I'd never thought I'd see the day. Oh, we got it. Andy could be on for a second podium of the season as well. That would be quite something as well. Okay, Knowlesy in 5th as Westy pits on mediums. Has he damaged his front wing? Lennon's out. Where's he retired? In the pits. Well done, Lennon. I've got to say, and they're not ready for Westy. Pit crew weren't ready for Westy. And Westy cannot believe this. And he comes out. So and at the Knowlesy is P4. Oh wow, this could be an incredible race for Knowlesy. He's never been near the podium in our Elite League racing. This would be something else, just taking it nice and easy, staying out of trouble, staying out the pits. He is 4th place and he's a man who will not want a safety car. Up 13, Andy up 9, Dan Murphy up 11. Thomas, oh, don't hit the back of him there, Thomas. Up to, there's Jamie. Jamie, who didn't even catch the back of the safety car queue, has got up to 7th place, and guess who's behind him? Blaz is back behind him. You never give up in Monaco. There's Westy and RU Racing. Belko back up to 11th place as well. BP down to 12th. It's DG 13th. Crazy Power Lucas. Jonathan Cox. How has he got down there in 16th? RC Shaw in 17th. Slim started 2nd. Down in 18th, but not that bad, is out the race. Where is the battle? It's Dan Murphy and Thomas and Jamie. That's our battle right now. So Dan Murphy on the soft tyres. So his soft tyres are probably starting to scream because Dan Murphy is struggling. And we have got Toro Rosso, Red Bull now. Will Thomas have a go at Dan Murphy down the inside? Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's touched. They've touched. They didn't damage. Oh, and now look at Jamie. One has gone through as well. Overtaken around Monaco. What is going on? And Jamie trying to move on Thomas doesn't get through. I think Dan Murphy's tyre that done. I'll tell you what, Dan Murphy did incredibly well to get out the way. Oh, and he's really struggling now. Blaz fancies a move behind him. We're getting some overtaking. We're getting some great racing as well as all the carnage. Thomas up to 5th, and I tell you what, it looked a clean move from Thomas, dare I say. I don't know how you guys saw it on the... Oh, I don't know how you guys saw it, but that was a clean move, and Jamie the opportunist. Jamie could be up to P5. Oh. Steve Penny says, will this be a race of attrition? Well, you tell you what, I thought it was. We've only lost 2 cars, plenty of action, plenty of front wing change. Your pits. So his softs are done. Will Nosey get into 3rd? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Nosey is P3. Now, Yor needs to get ahead of that queue behind him with Thomas and Jamie, and has. Thankfully for Yor, that is massive for Yor. Championship lead at 4th place. Jamie is up to P6. And Blaz has got past Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy now sinking like a stone after doing so well to rise. Harry says that was brave. I think he's referring to the move from Thomas and Jamie. It certainly was brave, and they made it pull off. Jacob has a penalty. Oh, it's sadly a trait that Jacob has. He's on the limit all the time, but is renowned for picking up penalties. Is a Slim giving up the ghost? Is that Slim ghosted, or is he a full car? No, he's a full car, but he pits again. RC Sean down there as well with a new front wing. They need safety car badly. Lap 15 or 14 already. Westy 16th. He's been in again. Let's get the stops up. 3 stops for Sean, for Slim, 2 for Lucas, 2 for Jonathan Cox, 2 for Westy. Yet to stop. Well, what a front three. Who would have had this? Jacob leads, but Andy is in second. Yet to stop. Knowlesy's third. He's going to have Yaw behind him very, very shortly, because here comes Yaw now, but he's got a bit of traffic. That was a McLaren and a Slim rejoining right in front of him. Belko time penalty. Hey, Belko's 10th. Yet to score a point, and there he is. Oh, he's got front wing damage. And pits. I think he's just done it. Dan Murphy pits. Blaz pits again. Dan Murphy, new front wing. Are they changing the front wing on Blaz as well? It's a long stop. I think they are. Yellow flag in sector 2 because it's all going on at the hairpin. Or is it? What has... This is just... I can't keep up with this. Cannot keep up. Right, we've got Thomas. This is Ghost Cars, of course. AI's getting out the way. What is Belko now down to 15th, 16th, and Knowlesy, and that's, well, Knowlesy gets out the way of Yaw. He is not interested one bit in fighting, because he knows slip-ups from the front three could be a massive result and podium for him. He is doing an absolutely fantastic job, and I'll tell you what, credit to Thomas, who's come through the field as well. He started way down the order as your fastest lap of the race. Can Yaw put some pressure on Jacob, I wonder, at the front? Jamie up to 6th. Are You Racing's back up to 7th place. Yellow flags again. I think this is just the AIs. Oh, Jonathan Cox in the wall. Oh, Jonathan Cox in the water chicane. He's going to have to pit again. Lucas... Oh, he didn't... Yeah, he has got damage. He has got damage, so... Oh, dear. They're still going, though. Still, technically, the one retirement, that is Lennon. You're rapidly closing in on the back of Co-Andy. Jamie right up behind Thomas again. As Jonathan Cox pits for the 4th time. I want the tyres. So there's your tyre chart. So Are You Racing on some nice fresh rubber in 7th place. And only 10 seconds adrift, and he's reading them in. BP as well, now up to 8th place. Oh, and I've jinxed Are You Racing, a 3-second penalty. And Sean is out. And where is it? Now the map's letting me down. It's not a safety car. I wonder if Sean's retired in the pits. Your fastest lap again. And I think Sean has retired in the pits. It's TG. Hey, it's TG's into 9th place. He's picked up a penalty, but he's back into 9th place. What a result this could be for the Haas boys. Crazy Power right behind him, but it's TG just 3 seconds off BP as well. In fact, Sean crashed at turn 1 at Saint Devot. That's where RC Sean went. So it's TG. There he is. It could be a day where he scores his first points. He's got a big train catching him though. Crazy Power, Lucas, Blaz. All on the fresh rubber as well. Westy's not too far adrift of that either. And the race leader, Jacob, pits for the hard tyres. He is done then in terms of pit stops. As that is... It's a Slim ghost. Of course he's been lapped, so he will be ghosted. But Slim's got some pace. In fact, Slim... Oh, and Jamie's hit the wall! Jamie hit the... Or was it Slim that hit the wall? So there was debris flying off one of them. I swear it was Jamie. Or was it Thomas? Because Thomas pits. That could have been Thomas then. It was Thomas who hit the wall. Front wing change for him. Nosey picks up his first penalty. And that releases Jamie. That puts Are You Racing into 6th place. What a quiet but effective race he's having. I don't think BP has enough to clear Thomas. 1 safety car so far. And that was at the very start on lap 1 when both Blaz and Jamie 1 crashed into each other. Were both dead last by miles. And look how it's changed. And Lucas pits for a brand new front wing. Well, they're still going. Who's going to win this race? Jacob is 3 seconds ahead of Andy. But only 5 ahead of Yaw. Although I think Yaw may have to pit again. We are nearly half race distance. This race is flying by. BP's come out right behind the back of Thomas, so he nearly did it. We've got Blaz and Westy as well. Blaz has lost a little bit of time to Crazy Power and it's TG. In fact, STG is pulling away from that battle. He's doing a good job. He's doing a really, really good job. I'm hoping he can finish in the points. I'm also hoping Belko can get himself in the points. Jonathan Cox, another penalty. His race is getting bad to worse. Jamie, now released from Thomas, is starting to catch the back of Nosey. Wow, imagine if Jamie got a podium after being last and didn't even catch the safety car queue at the end of lap 3. Slim trying to lap himself still. Slim's stuck. Well, Jamie's pace is good, but Slim is of course ghosted because lap cars have to coast, and this will be putting Jamie off absolute no end. Penalty for Thomas, 3 seconds. There is Christian Belko. So Blaz is now up. So Crazy Pat's made a mistake somewhere. In fact, it's TG's made a mistake somewhere, because look, all of a sudden Crazy Power is right behind the back of the Greek driver. Andy picks up a penalty. I think every driver now has a penalty. Blaz is now right behind the back of Crazy Power. Oh, Blaz, if he just kept out of trouble at the start, I can't help but feel he could have been on for a podium today. Qualified 6th, by far his best qualifying position of maybe, I dare say, one of his best qualifying ever in Elite League. And he has had some mighty, mighty pace. You're right behind Andy. Let's go to that right now. Andy's got front wing damage. Yor is now right behind the back of Co-Andy, who's having an absolutely fantastic race, yet to stop, of course. Well, Yor fancy moving, the championship leader does not want to get into trouble here. He does not want to damage his front wing. It would throw advantage back to Jamie, although Jamie must be due a pit stop soon, as was Nosey. Jamie right behind Nosey, by the way. This will be frustrating Yor, because he definitely has the pace of Jacob. Definitely has the pace of Jacob. Especially as Jacob's on the hard tyres, but they're losing so much time. They're losing nearly a second a lap to Jacob, who does have a penalty as well. And I've not seen Yor pick up a penalty yet. Jamie now tucked up behind the back of Nosey. Slim's now backed off him ever so slightly. Blaz and Crazy Power were nose to tail there as well. There's action absolutely everywhere here. And it's TG. There's no damage on Crazy Power. He isn't on hard tyres. Virtual safety car. I don't know what that's about. Oh, now, does anyone fancy a pit stop? Well, Jamie pit. Jamie's on 17 lap old tyres. I wonder if Jamie will pop in the pits, and does. He takes advantage. I would have thought Nosey pits as Jonathan Cox is out. And it's been an absolute miserable race for him. So Jamie does pit, and Slimbo, who's a lap down. Blaz penalty under the safety car. Man, really, really sloppy. New front wing for Jamie. It's a free pit stop. That's the main thing for Jamie. Are You Racing may not have to stop again. Are You Racing now in 5th place? Could he be possibly on for his first ever Elite League podium? Slimbo time penalty. Virtual safety car's out for a long, long time here. 2 virtual safety cars, 1 safety car. I can't help but feel maybe Nosey missed the boat. Nosey would have been out in 4th place with a fresh set of tyres if he had carried on. So Yor resumes his battle. They're now 7.6 behind Jacob. Jacob has been massively helped out, but Jacob does have a penalty. Jonathan Cox, to put it bluntly, is not happy and said he will see us in Canada. It's been a rotten race. This track definitely favours the wheel drivers more than the pad drivers. Now, will Yor have a go here at Andy? Andy's already put on a fantastic move, and Yor down the inside and gets it done. It's a great move there by the championship leader. It's a fantastic move. It had to be done. He's cost himself a ton of time, but now can he get to Jacob? This race is absolutely flying by. Where's our battles then? We've got a great one down here into 9th place. It's TG hanging on, hanging on. Crazy Power, Blaz, Westy, all there. Dan Murphy catching them all as well. These guys would have been hoping for more safety cars. BP did a great job there in 8th place as well. Go back to position changes. There's the stops. Andy and Nosey yet to stop. Surely they're due soon. Andy could well rejoin in 4th place. Nosey may drop down only again as far as... Nosey may not drop down that much at all. It could be a fantastic result for Nosey. By far his best ever result in Elite. BP, 3-second penalty, and Blaz has made a mistake, and he's hit the wall, that's why, and he's lost the place to Westy, and Dan Murphy right behind him as well. Oh, Blaz. Last thing he wants to be doing. Jamie's made 2 stops, Thomas has made 2 stops, will Nosey, no, Nosey goes on. Will be soft tyres, I imagine. Soft tyres for both of them, no doubt about it. Yellow flag. Blaz has gone again. Oh, and he has big time. At the chicane. Fastest lap for Slim. That will not count towards anything. 5 pit stops for Slim. Lennon had 4 before he retired. So Blaz with no front wing goes on. I tell you what, Andy and Nosey will be praying for a safety car now because they can pit for soft tyres and probably come out where they are. No front wing at all for the Slovenian. There is Christian Belko just behind the back of Dan Murphy. He's having a great little race. What tyres is he on? Same tyres as Dan Murphy. As Jacob pits! Your pits! There's no say. He's got a puncher! He's got a puncher! Yours got a puncher! Did Jacob have a puncher as well then? Is that what's happened? Andy leads this race. But Jacob pitted. Did he hit the wall? Nosey's back into 3rd place. BP's racking his... Belko's past Dan Murphy somewhere. Belko goes 12th. 2 positions away. Yours on the soft tire. Now, yours on softs. Jacob's on mediums. Oh... And Jacob's got a 3-second penalty. Of course, York could win his 2nd race of the season and stretch his lead of the championship. Andy leads this race. Nosey's back into 3rd. Why did Jacob have to pit? Did Jacob have a penalty as well? Did they all get caught out by Blaz's debris? If so, it would have been heart in the stuffed mouth for Jacob, no doubt about it. Are You Racing is nicely in the mix now as well, just 1.3 behind Yor, but Yor will now stretch his legs and I imagine will take the fastest lap. Dan Murphy in the pits. He's had a miserable event, this one, as Crazy Power's been passed by Westy. So Westy is now 10th, Crazy Power 11th, and they're right behind. It's TG. Don't be knocking this man out the way. He's on for some points. Do not ruin this man's race. I swear. Jacob right behind the back of Coandy. Will he get held up? Will this go into Yor's favour? Oh, it's TG scoring points. It'll be like a Minardi. Oh, yellow flags out in sectors 1 and 2. I can't see on the map. The map's not flashing up the yellow flags. So Jacob is now stuck behind Andy. Andy trying to go medium soft. Yes, Harry, both Nosey and Andy will go medium soft. It's doable. No safety cars. It's more than doable. And Jacob's having a go at Andy on the inside into the chicane. Andy. Oh no! Andy's hit Jacob. Oh, and Jacob survives and no damage. Heart in the mouth action, but surely Andy's got more damage and more front wing gone from Andy, and Andy's now struggling. Oh, heart in the mouth for Jacob, and that's a penalty. And all of a sudden, Andy's race is unravelling. From what looked a certain podium is not so anymore. And it releases Yor on soft tyres. How close to the back of Jacob can he get? Did Jacob get damage? No. Wow. Lucky man. Where will Andy? Oh, and the pit crew aren't ready. Nosey goes on. Are You Racing? Can he get his first ever podium? Sector yellow 3. It's not showing on the map where it is. I thought that was the whole point. Oh, yellow flags are around here, but nothing doing. Andy now on the soft tyres. Oh, he's out in 7th, and it could even be worse for him. No, the traffic does not get in front, so Thomas has jumped in. Andy, it's all unravelled. Nosey is still to pit. Are You Racing is on for his first podium. BP's past TG. Westy's doing some overtaking. He's passed It's TG, and he's now past BP. Westy is flying through the field as BP got damage. Yes, he has front wing damage for BP. It's TG, can smell blood. He's got damage as well. Oh no. He's got damage. Here's Christian Belko. Belko down the inside, the crazy power. The Mexican driver's gone through. Oh no. Oh no, he's in the wall. Oh, he went for it. Safety car is out. Which exact? And Nosy Pits on third. He got it spot on. Oh, Nosy son. What a result this could be. Nosy's going to rejoin in third place. No, he's not. Oh, Jamie's got him in third. Jamie was last. Jamie was dead last after 3 laps. But Nosy will have the fresh, soft rubber. And he's got no penalties. Jacob has got penalties. This could cost him. Anyone else? Oh, Are You Racing is pitted. Oh no, he's made contact with Andy. Oh, I don't believe it. What more could go wrong in this race? Are You Racing has made contact with Andy coming out the pits, and a possible podium has gone for the Belgian driver. Thomas pits, Westy pits, BP pits, STG pits, Crazy Power pits, Slim is in the pits, Belko gets a 5-second penalty, he calls the safety car. Wow. Wow. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Jacob. Will Jacob pit and put softs on, I wonder? He doesn't, so Jacob goes on. Now you'll be behind him on the soft compound. Jamie third is on, I'm pretty sure it was hard tyres. He is. Nosy fourth on the softs. And he gets a chance of a podium again. Are You Racing's going to have to pit again. Do you know what? He may get away with it. He may still come out. What's going on back here? Lucas has just come out the pits now. Blaz. Dan Murphy come out the pits. They haven't been lapped though. I don't think. Where is Jacob on track? Oh, they have been lapped. My word, they have. In fact, a few drivers have been lapped here then. Slim's been lapped, Dan's been lapped, Blaz has been lapped, Lucas has just been lapped. Oh, that's agonising for Lucas. Christian Belko hasn't. Are You Racing picked up a massive penalty there. Was that 5 seconds for speeding in the pits? Oh, the Monaco Grand Prix. Only 3 retirements. Could Jacob win his first race of the season? Can Yul win his second? Can Jamie win his second? Jacob, I know for sure, has a penalty. I'm pretty sure Jamie does. I don't know about Nosy. Can Nosy get his first ever Elite League podium? Can Andy get his second? Can Thomas get his first? Soft tyres for him. Are You Racing came out in 7th place. So it could have been worse. Crazy Power and BP yet again together on track. Westy in 10th. Oh no, it's TG's 11th. And the two men, the last 2 men yet to score points this season, it's TG and Belko, are just both out the points. Belko's had to put on, so Belko has run out of tyres. He's had to put on 7-lap old mediums. I'm pretty sure he's been on this. I'm pretty sure he's on tyres he's already had on in the race. Oh, Are You Racing's out? Oh, he's crashed in the chicane! What is going on? The Monaco lottery. Well, it's TG back in the point. I tell you what, we're going to get an almighty fight between the Greek driver and the Mexican driver for their first points. Unless, of course, in these final 11 laps we get more craziness. Let's draw breath. Jacob, who's going to win this race? Is it going to be your Jacob, Nosy, Jamie, Andy? It's been the Monaco that we've expected. Oh, Belka picks up a penalty. That's going to help It's TG's course. It's TG hasn't picked up too many penalties at all. This could be the race. First time in a race calendar year that he picks up points. This is, well, One of the Elite League drivers have been taking a leaf out of the Super League drivers last week. It's not what you say. Oh, Lucas has just gone. He's unlapped himself. Can he do that? No. It's the answer. No. Nice try. Right, 11 laps. We're going to go green. Oh, and has BP just hit the wall? No. Crazy Power's just... Oh, no. Again. Now BP's hit him. That will be damage on the back of Crazy Power. BP 5-second penalty. And well, no damage. Westy's no damage. We are green. We are green. Right. Jacob mediums. Your softs. Jamie, who has got... Oh, what's going here? Oh, that's Blaz, of course. No, he's got... Of course, the two Williams came together at the start of the race. Oh, and Blaz has hit the wall, getting out the way of his teammate. Lap cars are all ghosted. It shouldn't be a problem. Can Nosey get his first podium? Westy passes BP. BP's... I don't want to know what's going on here. As long as it doesn't end in tears. I don't think it has. Westy has passed BP. Westy has done some incredible overtaking in this race. Right, back at the front. Where are we? Jacob seems to have to pace on the medium tyres ahead of your... Jamie is dropping back as expected, but Nosey is right behind the back of Blaz, and there is Jamie. Andy not too far behind either. Then Thomas. Thomas can smell a great result here as well. Not BP penalty. BP will not score points in this race, I'll tell you that. It's TG. BP's got so many penalties, it's unreal. So Belko is going to qualify. So Belko and it's TG will definitely finish the top 11 because Lucas is a lap down. It's a matter of them now keeping it clean and picking. Oh, Belko, do not hit TG. Keep it clean because there's points in the table. Now Andy is right behind Nosey. Nosey's right behind Jamie. This is for the final podium place. Yours only 1.2 behind Jacob. Mistakes are going to cost several drivers a big result here if they get it wrong. Jacob needs at least a 3-second gap. It's going to be tough because Yaw is on the soft tyres, and behind Jamie on the harder compound, 10-lap old harder compound, is, well, he's doing okay. Westy penalty. Thomas, there's Andy, there's Thomas, there's Nosey. What a result it would be if Nosey can get a podium. I don't know about the penalty situation. It's going to be a wait and see when they cross the line. Expect more of the same tomorrow as well. It's so easy to pick up a penalty. Every single corner is just... You're having to navigate this whole track with supreme concentration. One slight mistake means a warning. Means penalties. DRS is enabled. It means... Nosey trying to fight. That's going to be putting him off. That's Blaz's ghost. AI is going to be putting him off. Andy right behind the back of... I just don't want his eyes to make contact. That's the worst thing that could happen right now. Dan Murphy, penalty for him. They've all been lapped. Yaw is 2 seconds behind. Jacob's pace is absolutely mighty. Nosey's backed off from the back of Jamie. So Jamie is spreading a bit of a gap here. Nosey taking it nice and easy. Andy and Thomas are waiting to pounce. Crazy Power's not too far off his gag of the cars either. There's the attack there. He's bringing Westy and BP with him. It's TG is not too far away, and Christian Belko as well is right behind the back of It's TG for their first possible points of the season. 8 laps to go. Because, as I was saying, expect more of the same tomorrow. Monaco is always a penalty bin fest. However, only 4 retirements, plenty of front wing changes as well. It's been crazy as predicted. But the championship leader is sitting pretty in second, and third in the championship, Jamie 1, is sitting pretty in third place. Nosey has kept his nose clean and is currently 4th. Andy 5th. Thomas right behind as well. Thomas had a really good race. A really good race from the Lithuanian driver. Andy is still pulled off the best move of the season around the outside at Casino. Without a doubt. Westy right behind the back of Crazy Power. We saw Belko have a go at Crazy Power earlier on, and Belko's out! It's a virtual safety car. And Christian Belko is out. Oh, he was so close, but it means if HTG finishes the race, he will score a point. His first point since Monaco last season. Jacobs 4 seconds and 5 seconds on medium tyres. What a shame for Christian Belko. What a shame. Monaco claims another victim. There is Nolsey. He's got the lapped Lucas in front of him, and we are racing again. Andy whacks the DRS wide open. Can Andy get through a Nolsey? Andy, I feel, has the pace. If he can get through, he can very much catch Jamie as well. We are down to 6 laps remaining. Jamie will be absolutely in disbelief that he's got third place. I've got to pick a driver of the day somehow. I tell you what, whoever wins this deserves driver of the day, although Nolsey's going to have a big shout. But keeping your nose clean with the pace to win this race, as, yeah, there goes, down goes Christian Belko. I tell you what, if Nolsey gets a podium, that will be driver of the day, without a doubt. What a result it would be, but he's 3 seconds back from Jamie. XTG also deserves an absolute shout. XTG has only finished 1 race since Monaco Grand Prix last season in Season 2. He finished, it was this season, I'm pretty sure it was China that he finished, and he is on for 2 finishes in the season, which may be a record for him, and his first point of the season as well. At the toughest track as well. It's unbelievable. Nolsey is still under some extreme pressure from Andy and Thomas. Thomas, who has openly stated how much he hates this track, has done a pretty good job out there. Now, Nolsey is stuck behind another ghost car of Lucas. Lucas is nearly back in the points as Lucas gets out the way. Blaz picks up a 5-second penalty from Northern Blue Flags. Oh, and Andy's got through! Where's Nolsey? Did he hit the wall? I was looking at the penalties, and Andy is through. Has Nolsey got a problem? Oh no! Look at the gag of the cars behind. I'm trying to see. It's a helicopter shot. It's a beautiful shot, but I want to see the front wing of Nolsey. Nolsey, I think he's got end plate damage. Crazy Power's got through. Oh, it is. Is it a puncher, in fact, for Nolsey? He's cruising. He's cruising. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. It was a puncher. It was a rear puncher. I don't believe it. It's like when Adrian Sutil in the Force India retired late on in Monaco on a chance of a podium. And that's how it feels right now. Oh, and Lucas is gone. Lucas is out. No safety cars now. We're too late in the race. Oh, Nolsey, my heart sinks for him. Heart sinks for him. Andy is back up to 4th. Thomas right behind him now in 5th place, and they're both catching Jamie. In fact, expect them to reel to the back of him. Jacob is on the verge of his first win of the season. HTG is P9. I'm not going to try and jinx that when I'm jinxing everybody else. BP is going to score points in this race. Westy right behind Crazy Power there in 6th and 7th as well. There is action as ever everywhere. My voice is nearly gone. Lap 35 of 39. Thomas in 5th place, right behind the IRC legend, the season 1 and 2 Super League champion. Slimbo's back in the points, and Dan Murphy's not far behind him either. The old campaigner Andy, say double champion, season 1 and 2, had a podium to his name already. Andy's having a good, considering he's a reserve driver, he's missed a few races. Andy's having a really, really good season. I do wish he was a full-time driver, and he's holding off Thomas nicely. Andy has made the medium soft tyre work into an absolute treat. And if the Super League drivers are watching for strategy, medium soft is definitely the optimal strategy to go. We are down to 12 runners. We've lost a flurry of drivers late on. Not that bad is also out. Ignore him. We are down to 12. Thomas getting in. Literally a little love kiss at the back of Andy's Alfa Romeo. Crazy Power doing a nice little job there in 6th place. The Italian drivers having a good little run of results here. This will be a great result for Renault as well. Renault would stretch their lead at the top of the championship. Andy, they are catching Jamie. In fact, Jamie's catching Yor. Is Yor's tyres going off? The gap's under a second. Has Yor hit the wall? The championship contenders are nose to tail. There is Yor. And there is Jamie. Yor leads the championship just by Jamie. Jamie would love a chance. Love a chance to pass Yor. BB plays his, hey guys, how do I join? I tell you what, BB, sorry, will be in touch, buddy. But this could have big implications on the championship. Don't forget, Jamie was miles last at the start of this race after a collision with his teammate Blaz. And now he is fighting for 2nd place. There go Andy and Thomas to catch this battle. Oh, I wish there was more laps. They're all going to meet at some point. You're struggling on his soft tyres. Jamie can sense blood here. Well, saying that, Jamie's tyres aren't doing too well. In fact, his tyres should be fine. Can Jamie pull off a move? And again, you see the background. Andy and Thomas nose to tail. Jacob is going to win this race if he can keep it clean. Something he does struggle with. But this will be big for the championship as well if Jacob can finally get his first win. Oh, Jamie, a little mistake there from Jamie. 2 laps to go. The championship leader is having to fight off. As that's Slimbo with a penalty. Up the hill they go for the penultimate time. And Thomas has passed. Oh, no, they've made contact. They've made contact. And he's in the wall. Thomas has hit, well, they've had contact. I'm not going to say has hit. I don't know what's happened. Oh, I don't believe it. Thomas has got front wing damage and Crazy Power can sense possible 4th place here. All of us. Westy, what a great job he's done in 6th place. BP right behind the back of Westy. He's got a ton of penalties. I don't know where he's going to finish. Oh, what has happened to Andy? I just caught the tail end of it. Andy and Thomas have come together at Saint-Devote. Thomas has got big damage as well. What a shame, because those two are battling really well. Yeah, bad damage for Thomas. He may get away with that. And BP is past Westy. What a late surge. Oh, and Westy did hit the back of him. And Jamie picks up a penalty. Jamie's got a penalty. Well, that kills it with this battle with Yor, I'm pretty sure. Last lap, by the way. I'll pick up Jacob. Thomas picks up a penalty. Crazy Power could well get 4th place here. Don't hit the back of Thomas. Thomas is going on. Look at this train. It's TG is going to score points if he's got 1 more lap for It's TG. And Yor's made a mistake and Jamie's through. Now, if Yor's got penalties, Jamie has definitely got a penalty. I wonder if Yor knows this. Doesn't want to get involved in a fight. And has let Jamie go. Jamie will know where he get 3 seconds on him. Thomas just needs to get out the way. He's fighting for that 4th place for dear life. And now BP on the back of Westy. Don't make contact, boys. Westy. No, sorry, it's Slim. It's the back marker. It's Slim. No, it's Westy. Westy's got through. He's got front wing damage. Absolute mental out there at the moment. But Jacob rounds the final corner. He's kept it clean. He wins his first race of the season. Jacob wins in Monaco. Finally. Now, as for behind, Thomas. Crazy. Oh no, Crazy Power. Keep your head. Right, is Jamie second? Oh, he's got 3 seconds on Yor. Is he 2nd place? Wow, Jamie crosses the line. Thomas is out. Yor is 2nd. Crazy Power is going to be 4th place. What a result for the Italian driver. Renault 2 and 4. Hang on, let me see how they cross the line first. It's 3G. We'll get to him in a minute. Crazy Power is 4th. BP beats Westy to 5th. Yet again, Crazy Power and BP finish together on track. No, because Andy gets there in 5th. But there is TG. He hasn't scored a point since Monaco last season, and It's TG finishes 7th. His best ever IRC result. Absolutely outstanding. Thomas does finish 9th. Slimbo finishes 10th. Dan Murphy missed out on a point. Blas, lovely, finishes in 12th. Your stretches his lead at the championship. Jacob is off the mark. And I'm knackered. Well done, Jacob. 5 different winners in 6 races. 5 different winners in 6 races. The lottery was kind to Jacob. Driver of the day, Jacob. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Jacob. Well done, and well done to Jamie 1. What a result for Jamie 1. So, wow, Yor didn't get a penalty. Did not pick up a penalty. It's TG, man. Outstanding result. Outstanding result. Look at those penalties. Incredible. Shall we go through them? Loads. Look at all those. Look at all those. What a race. What a result for a lot of drivers out there. There's going to be a lot in the chats. No doubt about that either. Look at the tyre. Look at the tyres. Look at Thomas. Medium, medium, hard, medium, soft. It's TG. Westy made 4 stops. Dan Murphy. Blas. What a shame. Blas and Jamie 1 coming together at turn 1. Oh boy, is that a teaser for what's to come tomorrow? More than likely. I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of penalties dished out as well. It was a crazy race. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Your stretches leading the championship. Yor and Jamie are emerging as 2 championship contenders going head to head. That is a quarter of the season done. That is Monaco done. Or tomorrow, providing the Super League. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.